this way and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their plays. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They go play action with Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Miles Sanders first carry of the game, and he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Niners, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
On 2nd down and 4, Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown for the Eagles. Quez Watkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first down run there by Mostert as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. Open man is Denzel Mims. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now a give to Mostert running right. First down and a little extra from 28 yards on the ground. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Point after here coming up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for it.
There he goes, left side. 30. 10. Touchdown. Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 78 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Garoppolo now. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner first down.
And that's a sight that 49er fans like. George Kittle catching a pass for a first down. Remember, he only played in 8 games in 2020, but he was a 1,000-yard receiver in 2018, 2019. They're hoping he can regain his all-pro form this season.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
64 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. There's Garoppolo to throw.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
Not much there, only a yard. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo.
Here's a diving catch right side. First target, first catch, and a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk.
His second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Sly on for the extra point.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the Niners will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 43.
He'll look to Mostert to start things out.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 17, Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. Garoppolo looking to throw for it. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He'll fire it deep for Reagor.
Got it, man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor, 55 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Garoppolo. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is a good one.
And this returnable for Reagor. Pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Complete. Smith has it. Room here to run. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown.
Devontae Smith
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Eagles on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From the 31, Garoppolo. They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Garoppolo to Ayuk, first down 49ers.
Garoppolo looks to throw.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striking down 37-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Hurts to throw.
He's going to go up top for the end zone.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
2nd and 10.
A give running left. It's Sanders. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath
as we get you down the coast to Orlando.
Halftime report. Coach! Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. His guys are going to take it at the 34-yard line.
Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances.
Touchdown! Devontae Smith. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT, and a lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes.
And as we all remember, 2020, not the greatest of years for the Eagles as a whole, but you certainly can't pin it on their pass rush. They were absolutely terrific throughout the season. 49 sacks as a unit, the 3rd highest total in the NFL, much of it generated by their front 4. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Got a man, that's Ayuk.
It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo.
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time.
Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles
gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And fresh off the pick-6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? That's going to be caught by Samuel. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. It returns it right back to Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Lance. That is caught by Mims. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, San Francisco.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And Lance now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. On play action, Lance. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Eaglesons are going to take over. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident.
There he goes, right side. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Eagles. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Lance a handoff here to Mostert. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And some space here. Goes down, but not before reaching the 21. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Lance. Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. The Eagles are going to take over at the 11-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football. They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Defender was right there in his shorts. Is that one of those situations as a DB where you just tip your cap and say, nice catch?
Well, you're supposed to, but a true competitor, he's not tipping his cap at all. He's upset he still didn't make the play. If it's a 50-50 ball or a moment of truth, he's got to win more than his fair share of them as well.
Probably especially angry because if it was incomplete, would have been 4th down.
Exactly. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 29, Hurts. And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Reagor, 29 yards. And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. He'll air this one out for Mims. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Eagles are going to get this back to their 34-yard line. See, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking.
Philly offense set to go. Going deep here for Watkins. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Touchdown. Quez Watkins. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Eagles are on their way to a 2-0 start. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it. And oftentimes,
while Lance's throw here caught by Mims. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run good for 18 and a 1st down. And Lance going to throw. Bulldozes past him. And mind on those last 2 plays. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. And now off to the races. Down the right. And I think the ball's out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
it definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. That catch good for only a couple.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays. But the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback, and when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. On 1st down, Lance. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the 49ers first down.
Lance now on 1st down.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a...
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And some room to work. He's at the 30. 10. And they are going to score again. Another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt, the head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
He's got a man complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That goes for a gain of 31. Lance now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Steven Wilson. And the Eagles are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be out right at the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They go play action with Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end.